Welcome to Wednesday, my friends. I'm so happy to be here with you again on Art Week. Next to me today, I have Sammy's painting. This is the painting that he did yesterday, and I was waiting for it to dry, so I couldn't peel away the tape that we had put down, but it turned out so awesome. It's a masterpiece. So because we didn't have a circle time this week, we're gonna start off today with Hello Friends. So I hope you'll sing along with me. Here we go. Hello friends, hello friends. Hello friends, I'm glad you're here today. Hello Amelia, hello Ari, hello Mallory, I'm glad you're here today. Hello Sage, hello Quentin, hello Danielle, I'm glad you're here today. Hello Andy, hello Gwen, hello. Ooh, we're upside down. Brady, I'm glad you're here today. Hello Lincoln, hello Sam, hello Lincoln, I'm glad you're here today. Friends, today the very first thing we're going to talk about is seasons. Do you remember winter? Winter is when it's cold outside. That's when we built a snowman at school. But now it's spring. Winter is cold and white. But spring is warm and green. And this week has been a beautiful week. I've been outside, sitting in the front yard, running through sprinklers and getting my toes wet, planting flowers, and having lots of fun with chalk drawings on the sidewalk. So let's look at some pictures that will remind us all about spring. What's this? It's a rainbow. Rainbows come in the spring, often because we have so many rainstorms. What's this? It's a tree. After trees have lost their leaves all winter and they've been totally cold, when they get warm, their leaves grow back. Butterfly. Do you remember talking about butterflies on Bug Week? Ooh, blue sky and white clouds. And beautiful flowers. Good. Flowers is when spring. And beautiful flowers. Flowers start to grow in the spring. And we're back to our rainbow. All right, starting off our day today, we're going to draw some circles. And we're going to trace some shapes and learn about some new shapes. So here are some printables that I sent to your mommy and daddies that have different shapes on them that we can draw in all different sizes. So go ahead and grab these papers if you have them and we'll do some tracing. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3 different shape tracers right here. We're gonna start out with the biggest circles first because those ones are gonna be the easiest. So when I do my tracing here, I'm gonna use 3 different crayons, and that's so I can trace them more than once and see. So remember, when we're holding our crayons or our pens or markers or whatever you have at your house, if you have a big pencil, we don't wanna grab it this way. We don't wanna hold things with our fist. That makes it so that it will be harder when we go to big kid school. So let's use our alligator chomper. Chomp, 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 chomp. And we're gonna pinch onto that little orange crayon. And then let's start at the top and we're gonna go all the way around. Good. Do you see how I follow those polka dots? Let's try another one. All the way around. Good. Now we'll move to one that's just a little smaller. All the way around. Good. Okay, now the reason why I like to use different colors is because then I can do these again. So I can start here at the big one and go all the way around. And you can see how the shape on this one, it's a little bit different, but I'm still doing my best work. Okay, so I'm gonna follow this one around again, and I've got my red crayon going so that I can see if I stay on the same lines or if I do it a little bit differently each time. All the way around. Okay, that was great. These circles were kind of big. Let's see if we can do some circles that are smaller. Ooh, do you see all these circles? These circles are a little bit smaller, but just like we did when we were doing letters, we want to try and start at the top. So you can make yourself a little polka dot if you want. And we're going to follow these circles all the way around. Good. let's start with a polka dot here. Ready? All the way around. Okay, let's try one more right here. All the way around. Okay, I love drawing circles, but there are a variety of different shapes we can draw. So if you're still wanting to trace when you're finished with this, I sent one more paper to your moms and dads in the email where you can draw all different kinds of shapes. So when we're tracing and following the lines, let's try and start at the top. We'll go down, and then we'll pick it up. Down, pick it up. Down, pick it up. Down, pick it up. Good, so when we're tracing more complicated shapes and when we start drawing our letters, we want to pick up our pencil or our crayon in between every stroke. So a stroke is a line. So an oval doesn't have a line. So when we draw an oval, we can go all the way around. But when we draw this shape, we're going to pick up in between every line, down and across. Okay, great job. All right, now is the tricky part. Okay, for our art today, we are going to do art in the style of Kandinsky. Now, Kandinsky liked to use basic shapes in order to make his pictures. And so what we're going to do now is we're going to take a piece of colorful paper, and instead of tracing a circle, we're going to try and draw a circle. Let's see how that goes. Okay, I'm going to give myself a little dot just like I did before, and now instead of tracing, I'm going to draw all the way around. Good. Draw another dot. Here we go. All the way around. Good. Let's see if we can do a tiny, tiny circle. Here we go. There's my dot. All the way around. Good. Now what about a big, huge one? Here we go. All the way around. Okay, good. When you're finished with these, it's a great time to cut out some circles. So remember, when we hold our scissors, we put our thumbs up, we put our thumbs up. When we cut, cut, cut. And we're going to do the same thing with our scissors that we did with the tracing. We're going to follow that orange line all the way around. That means we need to twist the paper. Twist the paper. Twist the paper. Twist! Good! Then I have some circles ready to go. That was so fun. Okay, today we're learning about new shapes. These are three-dimensional shapes. They have length and width and height. You can hold them. The first one is called a sphere. It's like a bouncy ball. The next one is called a cylinder. It looks just like a can. This one's called a cone. Looks like an ice cream cone. Does this look like a block? It's called a cube. This one reminds me of butter. It's a rectangular prism. And this one's, well, a pyramid. All right, friends, as I mentioned before, today we're talking about an artist named Kandinsky. Now, Kandinsky, he was a Russian artist, and he really helped develop a form of art called abstract. Now, Kandinsky liked to use squares and circles and bright colors. He felt like when people looked at his masterpieces, when they looked at his work, they could tell how he was feeling by the colors that he used in his circles. He used the bright colors and shapes to really try and communicate to people how he was feeling on the inside. So we're going to try and do this today. The supplies you're going to need are maybe 3 or 4 different colored pieces of paper, some scissors, and some glue or a glue stick. So go ahead and pause the video and grab those and come right back. Okay, friends, I'm back and I have some bright colored pieces of paper here. I also have some circles that I cut out from the circles that I drew on my paper in the last activity. So we're going to try and make some boxes here. So what I want to try and do with these colored pieces of paper is the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to stack them all together, and this you're going to need help with a grown-up. And we're going to take this and in 2 different places, so about right here and about right here, we're going to cut all the way across. Let's see if we can do it. Here we go. All the way across. All the way across. Good. And then let's do one more. All the way across. all the way across. Good. Okay, so I didn't do a great job splitting those up evenly, but now we have 3 different size pieces of paper, and we're gonna mount these on top of a solid piece. Okay, so I've pulled out a black piece of paper here. Now you can use white if you'd like. It doesn't really matter what color's on top or bottom. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut these shapes like this into a few more boxes. And then I'm gonna put them across the bottom of my paper and glue them. Okay, so I just picked one of each color and I'm gonna send these across the bottom, but I'm gonna do this with every size. So next I'll take this one and I'll cut, now I've got 3 different colors of paper here. You'll see kind of how this works itself out in a checkered pattern. Okay, so I've gotten this far on my paper. The next thing that we want to do is we want to be able to put circles stacked on top of each other. So we're going to do the biggest circle on the bottom, and then we can do as many smaller circles going up as we want. Now, parents, I'm very careful, and maybe not careful, I'm very conscious when I pick these projects. I want to pick something that the kids can truly make by themselves. And so Kandinsky really lends himself to abstract shapes and patterns. Even though he is making squares, you'll see in a lot of his paintings the proportions are unique for each one. And so this is a great opportunity for your kid to be able to practice using their scissors, practice using biggest to smallest, picking color varieties that they like, and stacking these circles on top of these different shapes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of these leftover squares that I have, and I'm going to cut them into circles of different sizes, and then I will stack them on my paper from biggest to smallest. So here's my imperfect circles, and what I'm going to do, and I'll start in the middle, why not? I'm going to put a circle. This one's the biggest. Well, I'm going to put this one on top, and he's the baby. So now I need one to go in the middle, and I'm going to pick yellow. I'm going to put yellow there, and I'm going to put this one on top. And we're going to do this on every single one of our squares, starting with a big circle. Let's see, this guy looks like he fits right there. A big circle on the bottom, and then we'll end up with the tiniest one on top. And we're going to do this in all of our different boxes. Okay, now when you've reached this point of your activity today, you can see that we have the biggest ones on bottom and the smallest ones on top. We have squares or rectangles with, pretty decent circles going on top. So the last step for this one is to just glue everything together. you can tell by looking at the bright colors in my picture that I'm feeling so happy and excited for spring. I'm so excited to see the bright colors, the bright flowers, the green grass against the blue sky. I hope you've had fun with me today creating abstract art in the style of Kandinsky. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Bye!